welcome back to Animanga Junkeez. 2 E's, no I. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? This is another AMJ pod. We're the Animanga Junkeez. Fred, Noxious FX. You can call me Nox, co-host.
It's your boy KC Silverback, a.k.a. Kervs. We back, we never left.
It's your boy Bad Liar, a.k.a. Uno, a.k.a. General Pod, in the 4th seat.
Ooh. And this time, not last, but always never least, Benji Moto-san. Yo,
Benji Moto-san.
What is up, you guys? What's going on? What's up, guys?
Looking snazzy today, man.
Hold on. And for the first time, Animanga Junkeez, we got a guest with us, Niall. Now, what's your last name? You just Niall's cooler.
Niall is cool, man.
Oh,
Niall. We got Niall.
Cool. Now is cool.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for jumping on, man. I already feel the energy. I know we were able to talk off screen to get everything going. Today, there is no Friday fix. Today, we are talking about strictly comics. Anything that pertains to comics, okay? But before we get into that, we are the Animanga Junkeez, right? So I got to ask you, what does your history look like with anime, manga? Do you still keep up with it?
Well, honestly, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but the last thing I've seen is One Punch Man.
Okay.
And that is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There we go.
Anime, okay. Did you read?
No, I had not read in a long time. I've been mostly strictly Marvel and DC Comics and a little bit of like indie comics as well, like Local Man and things like that.
Okay. Really? We're going to talk about that. All right. And real quick, give us a little intro about yourself, man. People don't know who you are. You know, we're kind of, might have different fans.
Well, yeah, when I'm not like at the movie theater or catching up at like comic books at Tate's Comics, things like that.
Wow.
Ooh, Tate's!
He's talking that shit.
I told you, bro.
I'm working on the edit for Tate's right now for the comic run, boys and gals. It's going to be good.
Nice,
we got some
man.
good stuff. I'll show you a little clip. But
Yeah, you got to show me a clip.
Yeah, for sure. Continue, man.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm a journalist. I have my own 2 websites, Our South
fire.
Florida and Los Olas Insider.
Yeah, and we'll definitely throw the link in for this episode. We'll tag everything, so if there's anything, throw it out.
Sounds great, man.
Yeah.
But I usually cover South Florida news, but I'm not here to talk about that stuff today. I want to talk about comics with you guys. And
Yeah!
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the start. Now we're in it. Okay, so we're talking about comics. I'm just going to tell you guys real quick, and I'll pass it off to these guys because these guys know a little bit more than me. A long time ago, I read more. Obviously, we know the series, all the good stuff, the X-Men, yada, the movies and stuff. But the comics is really where you get the real, literature, the real lore, the good stuff. And when I was reading it, I really enjoyed it. Kind of fell off with age and just all the new anime and manga coming out. So I'm here to really learn more than anything and try to sit here and give you guys my 2 cents because I don't really have two pennies to rub together. But that's why we're here. That's why we got the guys. And that's all I got.
All right, let's start it off.
I love it.
let's start it off.
I want to start off with the first question.
Hold on.
How do you feel about the current MCU?
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Honestly,
He started off hot.
well, the current MCU, I know you guys haven't seen the last Captain America movie.
I did.
Oh, you did?
He
Yeah.
did. I haven't.
Come on, man. I saw the day it came out.
Okay. Okay, so here, and then I want to see what you think. I want to hear because I know.
All right. I like the movie.
Okay. Ooh.
I like the concept of the movie.
Ah,
I have a follow-up question.
They gave him the shitty CGI. Let's be honest. It looked a little off. I feel like in certain movies, like the last Black Widow movie, they've given them crappy CGI for the films they didn't feel were going to make it all the way.
yeah, the crappy CGI goes back to Wakanda Forever, which we were kind of briefly talking
Right.
about. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the latest movies, they give crappy CGI to the movies they don't think are going to do the best.
Yeah.
Or I don't wait to say the DEI films, but the DEI films almost.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel didn't look that way.
You mean Captain America?
No, the new
Oh,
Captain Marvel. They had,
yeah, I
it didn't
didn't
look.
wa- I
They had
didn't
great
watch it.
CGI.
It was bad though.
It was. You know
But
what?
see, that's what
that
I'm
might
hearing.
go into our other conversation, by the way.
And that's a big thing that I'm hearing about the
bad.
CGI in the movies. Apparently now it's you would think it'd be a lot better, but I'm hearing the opposite. Okay, but real quick, would you say that Captain America had that, even though it's another person in the suit, something completely different? would you say it still had that feel, like that Captain America feel? Because
Yeah.
I'm seeing that on like in the internet. People are saying that's like, oh, it seems like they weren't able to figure out what makes Captain America Captain America. And like that's a narrative. Yeah, I'm telling you.
These people don't read comics because it did feel like a Captain America movie. Captain America movies are typically more spy movies. They're not as like on a bigger scale.
Yes, correct.
So they either take place in multiple settings, and it's kind of like, I don't know, like covert ops movies. Every time I watch the Captain America movies, it feels more down to earth and it sounds crazy to say, but like realistic almost.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I like about Captain America. You're saying it's like a spy thriller, and then we have like the Avengers, and that's dealing with space.
Correct.
We got Daredevil, which is like street level heroes. So that's what I like. You have that variety, and I just feel like Falcon followed the spy thriller pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job. The only problem I had about that was the CGI. I do like the fact they used the leader. I like to bring up the Red Hulk. I wish they wouldn't have cast Harrison Ford, but
I thought
he's
I like
old.
that they.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it, but
He
I
looks
like
old.
the.
You like the casting for it?
Yeah.
He looks old.
He mumbles through that motherfucker the whole time.
Nah,
Exactly.
I don't
Bro,
like
he
that.
looks old. And I don't mean it like I love Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Shout out
Come
Harrison
on,
Ford,
all your
man.
movies, fantastic.
Shout out Harrison Ford.
But at some point, you gotta call it a game.
Yeah. There's certain roles that you might want to stay away from. So, Kervs, I know you had some stuff. How do you feel about the MCU? What's your take on the current MCU? What do you think they could do better? Talk to me.
I mean, honestly, for me, I feel like they shouldn't have like kind of derailed from the whole Kang situation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think them.
We've
trying
all
to
had a
bring,
girl
Yeah.
that I'm joking.
No, it's
Ben.
like
time.
right.
Go ahead.
No, like right now, I feel like they should have just kept the train going and maybe either just recasted Kang or just kept Jonathan Majors. I think Jonathan Majors did an incredible job in Ant-Man 3. It was a bad movie.
Yeah.
But he saved it.
Kept it
and
together.
I think about all these little things that could have been put together doing Kang, like with the Young Avengers and Iron Lad. That could have been a crazy storyline.
Right.
He was great at the end of Loki season 1.
Yeah, like
That dialogue, he didn't do much, but
Yeah.
you felt it.
yeah, but it's like you're bringing you're bringing Iron
Robert
Man back.
Downey-
Yeah,
oh.
Robert Downey Jr. back.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Me neither. I hate that.
Yeah,
That's
it's dumb. And then the thing is, like, Doctor Doom is such a pivotal character.
Yeah.
within the
We're
Marvel
never
universe.
going to get that back.
Yeah,
If you mess this up, which casting Robert Downey Jr., he does a fantastic job as Iron Man. Please don't just do something and put it together just because you want to save face. There is a way you can save it.
Yeah.
Talk to people who read the comics. Because I feel like nobody in the studios actually cares.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to attune their everything currently to either like women or younger adults, which I do agree. We need to get them involved. Young Avengers is a great way to do that.
Correct.
But what I'm saying is
Make it make sense.
make the
Don't
people who are
force it.
strong comic readers,
Yes.
make them happy, and I guarantee you're going to have a great product.
Every
because
time.
there's a lot more of us than you think. And we spend money because we have jobs now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
we're
have
still here.
houses. We have kids we're going
Yeah.
to put onto it. That's how you get them involved.
The only thing is, like, when they announced Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, I thought it actually was pretty interesting because that is a comic series.
That
where
is a
I
comic
was gonna
series.
say
when they switch
Go ahead,
bodies.
go, continue. Yeah.
they switch it.
hate that
However,
story, though.
to me, that's Marvel literally admitting to all their fans, we're not what we used to be.
Yeah.
So let's just throw some nostalgia your way, which I thought was a problem.
What I think they did I already said what I think they did incorrectly. I think what they can do to fix it is I don't think they made a mistake by trying to branch out that universe by adding all the new characters.
Yeah.
I think what they failed to do is establish who's important going forward. I felt like the movies that they tried to put forward were all comedies. Like Captain Marvel at one point had a sing-along.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I just
You're on a
felt-
planet where everybody sings to communicate. That's dumb.
And then you gave
Thor:
a
Love and Thunder.
a C-level hero, B-level material. Like it just didn't. None of the emotional value seemed to come together. So I feel like what they really need to do is just focus on storylines that we know we love, like House of M.
And also, Doctor Doom is a character you don't rush. I feel like they're rushing.
Oh my
him.
God, I love Doctor. He's one of my favorite like all-time characters. Him, guys like that.
Talk about
And, like,
that.
he- and,
Talk
like-
about that.
okay,
Like
so-
how you shouldn't. Like
He-
I'm interested.
Yeah, like there's certain storylines and certain things that you have to do, and like this kind of because I wanted to bring this up, and I'm glad that you talked about it. My biggest gripe about Marvel is the fact that they have all the material in front of them. Like, they have everything they need for it to be amazing. They know what everyone's going to love. They hear the critics. They hear the things that people want. They know the fans. But they choose to do something different because they want to be different. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for us. We want something like with Doctor Doom. They're putting Robert Downey Jr. Like you said, it got mixed emotions at the time. Like when they did it at the Comic-Con or whatever it was, people were like, oh, they went crazy. But it's like, yeah, it was a storyline. But that's not what we need right now in the MCU. We want you guys to really think about who you guys are casting for Doctor Doom. We want you guys to introduce him properly, and we want that guy to stick. How can we think in our head Robert Downey Jr. is going to stick as Doctor Doom? We already know there's a ticking time bomb for him. You're going to have to recast him.
Right. And who would you cast as Doctor Doom? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't know who I would cast as.
I know.
These guys might know, but
I know.
Oh, we already did a movie with him. So.
I know. No, I already know.
wasted
Oh, Mads Mikkelsen. That's who you're thinking?
No, I was thinking they wasted a lot of good characters lately.
I'll tell you right now. Okay, so if anybody's ever seen the Hannibal Rising series or Hannibal TV show, there another show that this guy's in or movie. I'm trying to remember. Oh, he played Grindelwald in the.
I know
that German
yes,
actor.
Yes,
he has like white hair. That I can't remember his name.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he would make a really good. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think
Eric Skarsgård could have done it.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Eric Skarsgård could have done it. I think he would have been awesome.
The guy who plays it.
Yes.
Yes. Perfect.
Again, we love Robert Downey Jr. It's just it doesn't fit. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. That's my take on that.
So my thing is, I feel like Marvel is rushing a lot of stuff, and they're not trying to. Like what made Marvel so great in the beginning was they did a whole 10-year, like 7 to 10 year build up to get to Thanos.
Yeah. It was a beautiful thing too.
It was a whole culmination of all these different storylines, and you got to see all these heroes go through all these trials and tribulations, them separate, come back together, all these different things. And it came into a culmination of an amazing fight scene, a big time battle, a 2-part movie. Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. You could have done this with Doctor Doom. You could have done this with Kang.
Kang was going to be... They were slow walking Kang. I like how they were doing it.
I agree.
Through the TV show, through Ant-Man, I feel like he had like another one he was going to appear in and then finally do it. But now, I just feel like they're going to try to rush Doctor Doom in there. We already have the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Coleman Domingo said?
What is that?
He told he did some interview, and he was saying that Marvel actually reached out to him to be Kang, and he said no, give that boy a chance, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, man.
And Coleman Domingo probably would have been a really good Kang, but I'm already like stuck on Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. They already laid it out for us.
But what I hated, they did Kang an injustice in Ant-Man 3. He's not supposed to lose that fight.
Mm-hmm. No.
They should have set up Ant-Man taking a huge L, and that's how you bring Kang into the... You don't just bring Kang in and say, oh, he was able to lose to Ant-Man and now the whole Avengers squad is... But no, that's not how you set it up. That makes no sense.
He beats Thanos in a 1v.
If they really wanted to set like how badass he is... I've seen it in the comics.
Yeah, but...
Kill
Come
Ant-Man.
on, bro.
Yeah.
Make it dark.
Yeah. You kill Ant-Man.
Literally, yeah.
You kill him.
Yeah. I mean...
You kill Paul Rudd. Off the board.
Paul Rudd is eternal. I don't know if you're killing Paul Rudd.
Listen, I love Paul Rudd.
You could have killed Pym. You could have killed Hank.
But that's
you could have killed Hank.
Hank Pym?
Yeah,
you could have killed Hank.
He's
Pym.
already old.
But you kill someone died. You have to kill somebody and they lose. That's how you set it up.
For it to hurt.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think? How would you fix it?
The Marvel Universe?
Yeah.
Right now, one, if with the whole thing with Robert Downey Jr. becoming Doctor Doom, you set it up where he's not the real Doom. Mm-hmm. This is like a Doom
I think
bot.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know about a Doom bot.
But you know what I mean? Like, he's a puppet. He's not the real Doom. The real Doom is
It's a looky-loo. It's a looky-loo.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's a doodle.
I think that's what they're doing because I heard that he's playing like an older version or something
It's
like that.
too in your face. Mm-hmm. For something that big, it's too in your face
what
for
about
that.
you now?
Honestly, like if I wanted to fix the MCU, like you're saying, this is not the real Doctor Doom. This is a plant.
Yeah.
Then maybe in Fantastic Four, they hint at the real Doctor Doom. So I feel like that's something they need to do.
Where he should be introduced like that. Like you understand? And I'm glad you mentioned the Fantastic Four. How do you feel about that? The film that's coming out, Fantastic Four. And again, I know we talked about the few. I have nothing against it. But again, if you're reintroducing the Fantastic Four, I do believe the Silver Surfer should be a male character.
Yeah, I would agree, especially
that,
for first time.
Yeah, man, it's the first time, and they're reintroducing it, and I don't understand why. I know it was in the hands of Sony before, and Sony always has a way to fuck everything up, but now Marvel has their creative, and again, I'm sure I'm gonna watch the movie, I'm gonna like it, but there's things they can do different, and that's always the gripe.
I always look forward to Norrin Rad, and to know that he's now a female is crazy to me.
Oh wow!
I know I'm nitpicking with the Fantastic Four. The only thing I'm like, Pedro Pascal to me is not really Mr. Fantastic. Just looking at him, he's a great actor, but it's like
that's what it is. He's hot. He's like a hot actor right now. Like he's in every film right now. Like everyone loves him right now.
Over like the last 10 years.
Yeah, I know, but he's hitting right now. He's everywhere, man.
He was even in WWE '84.
Come on, man.
He could have. Wait, now that I think about it, he could have done Doom.
There's different things.
I think Pedro is going to do an amazing job as Reed Richards. I'm excited about it. I get it. I know everyone has mixed feelings about. They have this perfect picture of what they think Reed Richards should be. Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna.
I'm not mad at the casting.
I'm not saying he's not gonna do a great job.
I'm not mad at the casting.
I'm not mad at it either.
Yeah.
I didn't think he looked like the
character. I agree.
They'll figure it out. He's a great. Like we mentioned, he's a great actor.
Also, I'm just not a fan of Fantastic Four.
I love Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I fuck with the fan.
I love
Fantastic Four. I like it.
I like the Maker.
Yeah, he loves the Maker. He loves it. Shout out
one of my favorite villains.
But the other thing too, Fantastic Four is the Thing, because I love the Thing.
Yeah.
And when I think of the Thing, I think of a rocky voice like.
Yeah.
He sounds like just a guy in Brooklyn. I'm like.
He is just a guy in,
but he's different.
Listen, I tell you, he was a guy in Brooklyn ready to throw hands the way he was sprinting down that street.
So okay, there's one thing I wanted to mention because I know we have a couple of different things that we want to talk about. But as far as the MCU, I know you mentioned it off screen. I know we all kind of want to talk about it. The X-Men versus Avengers. You mentioned that that's a film that you would speak a little bit about that, like the magnitude of that. There's a lot of people that really don't understand that storyline. So go ahead.
Well, honestly, if Marvel wanted to take shit and make it into apple butter, they would do that comic series, Avengers versus X-Men. All you have to do, just like in Deadpool, they go to the multiverse, and if you throw that in where they collide with the Avengers, even if it's the Young Avengers, that's fine. That would put Marvel back on the map, and that comic series is amazing.
I second that.
One of my favorites.
It's such trash.
No, my God, this guy doesn't like anything. Bad Liar doesn't like anything.
If you tell me, because at the end of the day, the Avengers have to somewhat pull off a W.
Yeah.
But in no form of history, because they say it multiple times in the comic, X-Men would wash the Avengers.
They're too strong, bro.
They're too deep. They're too strong.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and every time I read X-Men versus the Avengers, I just feel like it should go another way.
But not to get off topic, if they did make an X-Men versus Avengers film,
I'll watch it.
Would you think that would help the MCU? I say yeah.
It's too early.
I can't say. I don't think it's too
early.
I'm
saying if they lay it out properly. I'm not saying it drops tomorrow.
No, I'm saying I think the problem would be.
Come on, we're living in a good world here. We're trying to live in Cloud 9 right now. You
It'd
understand?
be a different issue. I think what happened is they would do the wrong casting. If they tried to rush it, they ended up doing the wrong casting.
Yeah.
They would tell the story. I don't trust Marvel right now. They have to show me a slew of good films before I go in and say, I want you to handle a project I'm going to actually watch. Like.
If it was
how many times they messed up the Dark Phoenix saga? And I'm not saying Marvel in itself.
That's Sony. That's Sony, man.
I'm just saying.
That's Sony.
I've seen bad movies of stories I love.
Yeah. I get it.
I want to see Asteroid M.
You're
Show
scarred.
me Asteroid M first.
We're all scarred. We're all scarred for
They
that.
keep teasing X-Men. Remember Beast showed up in Captain Marvel?
I heard that. I didn't watch it.
Doctor Strange, Charles Xavier showed up, and that man has died 5 times in the movie.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah, but I'm like, they keep teasing it. It's like, shit or get off the pot.
But this is the thing. I feel like it's more so like they're like, fuck. Like we know that they want an X-Men, but like let's not fuck. We can't fuck this up because bro, Avengers is cool. Everyone, but everyone came up on X-Men.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Everybody came up on X-Men.
I
So
know
you
a
can't fuck it
perfect
up.
way to bring it up. In the next Captain Marvel movie, bring Carol Danvers back. Have her fight Rogue. Have Rogue be the main villain of that one.
Rogue would be
Ooh,
fire.
we're going back to Rogue again. All right.
You know
We
they have
seen
like a
Channing
thing.
Tatum already play.
You know they have like a thing.
Yeah.
Like Rogue and Captain
That's
Marvel.
where she got her super strength from in flight, all that shit.
They've been
Really?
beefing
yeah,
for years.
yeah.
I didn't know
She
that's
put
what I'm
Carol Danvers in like a coma for years.
Yes, Carol Danvers
Years.
hated her because they have like this long-standing rivalry.
Rogue is so strong, bro. The X-Men, bro, broken. I love the X-Men, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back. I know we left some time for us to kind of just shoot the shit, but I did want to talk about. I don't. You'll start. 'Cause I know you were talking a little bit about. You feel good about the James Gunn
Oh, listen.
DC. What do you think? I definitely have some shit to talk
James
about.
Gunn, I feel like right now is a fresh of breath.
Yeah,
like
a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
A breath of
Like
fresh air.
what he's doing,
Fresh
the
Prince of
casting.
Bel-Air.
Oh, yeah.
The casting he did for Superman.
Yeah,
I love it. I love what I'm seeing with this Green Lantern series.
yeah,
I'm like, I have high hopes for everything that's coming our way.
yeah.
I'm hoping they kind of put Robert Pattinson in the DCEU.
That would be
Oh,
that would
no,
be dope.
no.
You don't want that?
Don't
You want
do
it
that.
to be separate?
Yeah.
You guys don't like him as
No,
I
it's
love
not
the
that I
movie.
don't love it.
Keep
Okay.
it separate from what James
Okay.
Gunn.
Ah.
So now let me
That's
let me
another
ask you
thing
guys a
that they do.
question.
I don't
That's
think James Gunn
weird.
can
I
do
don't
dark.
like that. But continue. Like
me ask you
Joker's
guys a
not
question.
part.
Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Okay.
So if you were going to cast, because I know they're talking about a Batman Brave and Bold movie that they wanted to do, and have Batman with Damian Wayne, who would you cast as the DCEU Batman? If you could do a casting right now.
The dude from Jack Reacher.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
He's the perfect build.
He's the perfect build, but he's not the perfect person.
I think he would do a great job.
You see him in a suit?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Black
You see him
hair,
as Bruce Banner or
suit.
you see him as Batman? Both.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
I say Bruce Banner.
I see him
Bruce
as
Wayne?
both. I think
Really?
he could do
There's
both.
no
I
way.
think he could do both.
He's stupid. I mean, I love that guy. Don't get it twisted. I'm sorry. I don't mean to dog down you. I do love that actor. What's his
Shout
name?
out.
Alan Richardson.
Alec Richardson.
it, yeah.
Yeah, he'll always be Aquaman for me.
Smallville.
But-
series.
Wow.
Yeah,
What a CW reference.
That's crazy. Shout
That's
out.
old
That's a
school.
throwback.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
For me, of a Batman, who could I get? I don't really have somebody to play Batman.
Yeah,
I
The
don't
only
think.
thing is with Alan Richardson, he might be too big because the whole thing.
Yeah,
But other than that, he's got the build.
In the
But
comic
Batman
books,
is big.
I think he'd be a good Captain Atom.
Batman is big, bro.
Batman is 6'5",
Big
can
dude.
bench 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Alan, but remember, he's also not bigger than Superman. And the guy you got
Superman's
playing
a freak.
Superman right now is about 6'4".
That's also if you're gonna put them together, there has to be a. If you're trying to be,
It's okay.
yeah, I'm cool. I'm not gonna nitpick.
It's okay.
I'll love it.
Like I'm thinking of Frank Miller's Batman, like how he was bulky. Alan
But here's
Richardson.
my
Alan
thing. The
Richardson.
problem is you have to get somebody that's bulky, but that's also athletic
And also can act.
and can also act and can play
Do
two
you
different
watch
roles.
Reacher?
He's serious like this the whole time and makes sarcastic jokes. Yes,
But
I
at the
watch
same
Reacher.
time, have you ever seen Blue Mountain State? It's two different people.
He's got range.
Yeah, no, not really.
He got some range. So
Two
here's
different
my,
people.
So here's my thing with Robert Pattinson. I love him as Batman. I love him as Batman.
And isn't he Hawk?
But he's always
He is Hulk.
He's always Batman. Even when he's supposed to be Bruce Banner. Bruce
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne.
I'm sorry. I have too much Marvel Rivals. Every time even though he's supposed to be Bruce Wayne,
That is a
he's
thing.
he's like, yeah, guys. I'm like, bro, you're
But
not supposed to
I'm-
be like that.
Listen,
like, you
I'm
know,
gonna
It's an
explain
early
why.
Batman, though.
Yes,
He has to
doesn't.
mature.
He doesn't. This is year 2 Batman, so
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to separate the two. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what you have to understand.
Okay.
Now, when they do another movie, the Batman 2 is supposed to be coming out in
he's gonna be Playboy
2027
philanthropist.
or something like that. That's when he makes that switch.
Okay.
Like, I need to be two different personas.
Yeah.
Because in that first movie, he was worried like, oh, they know who I am.
Yeah,
He thought
never
the Riddler.
comes out,
He
yeah.
thought the Riddler knew he was Batman.
yeah. Now they made that a point in the movie. Yeah, okay,
There were
I can
several
see that.
times he was like, "Oh, do they know who?"
I still got to see him play Bruce Wayne. Like really play Bruce Wayne.
Robert Patterson has range,
We were
He has
talking about
range.
Patterson, no,
I
no,
know,
no.
I'm not taking anything
Robert
away from
Pattinson's
him.
gonna be able to do
So
it.
I'm not
tripping about
worried
that.
about
If you're telling me that was a deliberate thing, I'm gonna hear you out.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
we were talking about that earlier, and I love that movie.
Okay.
But my thing is, like we were even
Same.
saying, Gotham City in that movie feels like a character.
Yeah.
As much as I love Christian Bale's trilogy,
Yeah.
it just feels like Gotham City's downtown Chicago.
Yeah, I feel that. I
definitely
feel
was
that.
Chicago.
You need that aura, like you need that presence when you're doing Batman. If you want to do it right.
Listen, the way they did the Riddler and the Penguin, it was like a way more modern take.
I still have to watch the
liked
Penguin.
it.
I still
No,
have to
you
watch
don't.
Penguin.
Don't
No,
watch the
what everyone.
Oh, the
no,
Penguin is
the thing.
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
the
a
Penguin
Penguin
series
Is
is
there
amazing.
anything this guy likes? What anything we
Penguin
talk
is like
about
The
in this
Sopranos.
pod?
Whoa.
Well, do you
I liked it.
Okay,
The
so I gotta
problem is
see
the
it.
ending.
That ending was great.
It was, but it hurt.
Wait,
I knew I knew
please.
it had to
I haven't seen it, I
happen.
haven't
On
seen it.
episode 2, I called it, but I
Yeah.
was just like,
bro, too much shit.
And I love the Riddler in that movie. Off topic again. It's a
Yeah.
cross between Hush and Jigsaw.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I love Hush.
I think
They
should
reference
do
Hush
that.
in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't. I want them to do.
So I heard. So what I was told, or what I saw, Hush is supposed to be the villain in the next movie. I don't know if he's the main villain, but I know he's going to be one of the villains.
Okay.
You know, typically Batman movies always have two villains.
He has the best villains in DC.
The problem
Like,
with
period.
DC though is that we're only can point to like a few movies that we like. Like they've had
That's my
such
gripe. I
a
was waiting until
slew
like
of
the elephant in the
terrible
room. Are we ever
movies.
going to talk about that? How
Like-
all their movies suck?
Only
Not all of them, but
only
you know what I'm
two
saying.
3 have been good.
No,
Okay.
the whole Batman series with Christian Bale was good. Like that, those are great. That was cinema. Like that was cinema. It might not be exactly how you say it, but all those films were cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah. Absolute. Again,
The second one,
bro, they were all with Liam Neeson as
Ra's al Ghul.
Come
o-
on,
it was
Rage,
okay.
bro. Nah, bro, that was good for its time, bro.
Yeah.
When that movie dropped, people were like, "Oh,
no, the second one was what got me. The second one,
of course. That's everybody. That's
And the
when they
third one was
grabbed
good.
everybody.
It's just-
There were
It could have
people,
been better.
No, it's just
There
coming
were-
off of
there
the
were
second.
one-
It was just coming off the second one, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but because of how good the movie was, there's people that would never think in their life they would watch a comic or whatever superhero like. But bro, Batman, that with Joker,
You said complete your thought.
Okay.
I'm trying to get what you're saying.
that movie was so good. Just the fact that like the cinema, like it was an amazing movie. There's people that would never think that have never read a comic that were going to the movie theaters or that loved Batman because of how good the movie was. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like that. Like it was a great. The whole
I feel like
trilogy was
Batman though is one of those characters like Superman who's always gonna be like because Batman movies been coming out since before I was born.
great. Yeah, and the movies were always good when they came out. Mr. Freeze, bro, that Mr. Freeze gave me nightmares, bro,
Fred-
and I
Fred-
still watch the
Fred-
What's
movie.
the homie
not
from
gonna-
General
I'm not gonna lie.
Hospital?
I'm not gonna
George
lie.
Clooney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot
version
of people
was the
say
worst.
the George Clooney movies.
Yeah,
Was
Were shit.
horrible.
we were
And-
kids though. So.
Yeah.
He
So
pulled
being a
out a
kid-
black card, a Batman credit card, and tried to say it's always black.
Nah,
No, you can't pull
I
out a
don't even
Batman
remember that
credit
scene.
card.
I was talking with somebody. I was like, "Oh, I love George Clooney," and they were like, "You love them?
Uma
Yeah,
You
Thurman.
remember this? You remember that?" I'm like, "This."
damn.
Remember that scientist in the movie? I'm afraid you'll have to die. And then he does like that
Yeah,
crazy scream.
yes.
But here's the thing.
Uma Thurman.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I would think if you put yourself in that movie,
Mm-hmm.
I think Batman and Robin was going for that old Adam West Batman.
That's what I'm saying. Like
and if you watch it like it's a
like
comedy,
the
it
ha,
works.
yeah, like the con, like that.
I get that.
I think if that
But
was what they were
looking
going.
back-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My bad. I was interrupting you. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good.
I said like if that's what they were going for.
Correct.
They even did a bad job at that because we couldn't tell. It just
But we were
looked
too
all over the
young.
place.
We were too young to know what the hell was going on,
Jim
bro.
Carrey, all that. Like it
I
was
think
just,
he
that
did
was
a
a
good
whole
job.
other movie. But I'm saying all that was extra.
I think he did. I don't know.
Listen, Val Kilmer, amazing Batman.
Who's the worst Batman?
George
People
Clooney.
say George Clooney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at time, so I do want to get into. 'Cause I do have some stuff I want to talk about. So next thing we're gonna talk about just the comics as a whole, and I do have a statement about it. Marvel, DC, all the discrepancies. This is my gripe with DC. Okay, I feel like they didn't take the time over the time since it's been out to really put detail into all their characters. Like I feel like Marvel has done like an amazing job of just adding layers over time to everybody. Like you can pick anybody out of Marvel lore, and I'm sure, especially you guys, you can say what you want, but especially you guys. If I said somebody like a regular person, like Juggernaut, you guys will have some crazy lore for me for Juggernaut. You understand what I'm saying? Like, DC, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like DC's not. It's just there's Superman, there's Batman. They have their villains and stuff. Joker, obviously, everyone knows the Joker. Like, they have a lot of iconic people, but I think it's the wells is very dry, bro, and that's my issue with DC.
I disagree, but I get why you say that.
Okay.
It's just with DC, they do have a lot of layers. The problem is they have so many resets, and there's so many different storylines.
Yeah.
And they changed the backstory.
New
Like they
Earth,
revamp
Prime
backstories for
One,
certain
New
characters.
52.
Like
All the time,
yeah,
yeah.
all the time. It's just
Even with Rebirth.
it's a lot of
was
shit.
aggravating.
I remember when New 52 was coming out.
Which
I
one is
remember that.
Superboy Prime in? Because I can't even remember it anymore at this point. They have great
Well, that's
stories.
that's
and
an
they-
issue. That's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
They
just-
have great character development. The only problem with me for DC is that like the characters learn, but then they repeat the same mistakes. Like Batman he's needed therapy for a long time, and he just never seemed to like.
Bro, he always. You know how many times I've heard
He's
stories where
reset.
like Batman's like, oh, I'm not gonna send kids to battle anymore. And he finds a fucking new kid off the street.
And he can't
wait.
wait. He be whooping them. He be putting them boys in timeout. He be doing everything.
Now
and
he got a black guy running around. Like I'm just like Jesus
I
Christ.
saw it during the day.
Yeah.
During the day, the black kid, everybody's gonna see him during the day. That's fucked up. He put a signal on his back. Anyways, I digress. But like that's a I think that's a point. Like, bro, there's so many characters, man. There's so many. Like, Marvel is so deep, and I know you guys. And I didn't look at it like that. Like, you guys said that DC is darker. Like, I didn't know that. And we're talking in the comic world, like strictly in the comic world. I don't know the storylines. I know I did see like, what is it? Flashpoint. Like I watch a lot of the film.
Flashpoint's so good.
I love the animated film, bro. I can't wait to go on my Max app and look at the new stuff that they drop because they make amazing animated films.
So
You know-
I think another problem that they need to address is the fact that like they do this thing with characters, and they did it with the Flash and Green Lantern the most. But they'll introduce a new person as the Green Lantern or like as the Flash. So it has you debating. The one thing about Marvel Comics is they have like these staple characters. They're staple characters. Like there's not like a Kid Hulk that we're going to like argue is stronger than the Hulk.
Yeah.
Well, he does have a son, but you know what I'm saying.
Scar,
There's not
Scar's
like,
pretty fucking strong.
And
but
then
he's
you
not
have
the Hulk.
Amadeus Chow, who's a Hulk too now.
You know what I'm saying is he's not Bruce.
Yeah.
Like there is not another Captain America. There's not another
Correct.
Iron Man for real.
Correct.
But there is another like who's your favorite, Barry or Wally? Who's your favorite,
Yeah, that's a fact. How many not Iron Man's, Aquaman's,
John or Hal?
Guy Gardner. There's a lot of. There's a
gonna go
lot
But
with
of.
John.
there's
lanterns.
only 2 lanterns. Let's keep it a bean.
Okay, so what do you like? What do you think about the current state of? 'Cause I know you read the DC storylines a lot more than us. Like, what do you put me on?
Well, we were talking about Absolute Batman and the Absolute series, which
That's the
is
new
really,
series.
really good, especially Absolute Batman. You got to check that out. My only issue is it's Elseworld.
What is that? What is what
So
is?
Elseworld means it's not connected to the main timeline.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so if they had something that was actually connected to the main timeline, which I'm sure they'll eventually get there, but it's like, once again, Elseworld, and I'm like, I kind of just want it to be where we stick with the characters and the concepts we know.
But there's the issue. There's my gripe.
Absolute Superman and Batman are top 2. You got to
Are
check
they?
that
But
out.
the storylines are still good.
Especially
when-
Batman.
Okay, I see.
Superman's out here.
I heard.
He's
I know
not
you.
holding back for once.
I know you mentioned off screen that he has a battle axe. now.
Oh, yeah. He has like that fat bat symbol, like the Adam West one,
fire.
but then it comes off and it becomes an axe.
That's fire.
Yeah. And I love Alfred in that comic too. He has like a beard with like the white
Shout out
mustache.
Alfred.
Yeah, I love that look.
Yeah.
I love this comic.
They always do a good job of how they depict Alfred in every. He's always been a badass. But okay, so again, the problem is you can't attach it to anything.
No.
That's always going to be an issue for me.
But it's just like Marvel with the Ultimate Universe.
No,
But you have a story. You
Don't do
have
that.
something to hold on to with the Marvel.
Yeah, because
they killed that already.
No, they're bringing it back.
No,
they brought it back.
No, I'm saying they're bringing it back because they want people interested in just this new.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be Secret Wars.
Again? You said it's gonna be Secret World.
They're doing the
Secret
MCU
War.
of Secret Wars, so they won't get.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the comic books. The
I
Ultimate.
know.
Yeah.
They're bringing it back because they want people
I
interested
see what
in
you're
the
saying. I see what you're
incursion.
saying.
Yeah, so it's all marketing that they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that in every. Have you
Some
noticed
money grab.
anytime? If you read the comics around the same time, like the movies are about to come out,
Yeah.
all of a sudden Sam Whistle's in every comic, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Okay. So I have a question for you. I had a lot. I don't know why. Cause I don't know. I love comics. I love this stuff. I want to get back into it. I know we got back on the what is it? The Marvel
Unlimited app.
the Marvel Unlimited app, so we can catch up. For DC and for Marvel, what are your two favorite like storylines? And then which one of those out of the two is your favorite?
Oh boy, for Marvel, I gotta go with Civil War. That's what brought my love of comics back. Because before I was like, I consider myself a casual comic book reader.
Oh wow!
But when
Okay.
Marvel put out that Civil War, that first Civil War,
Yes.
not that second one that was made just to promote the movie.
yeah, that was sad. It was horrible.
Yeah, the second one was dog shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that first one,
I'm
oh
reading
my
it
god,
right
it was
now.
so good.
Yeah.
I think to this day, Mark Miller, that's
Yeah.
his best story.
It was so amazing, Fred, because every
I read it.
comic-
I second. I was when it live when that was dropping. I read that. Like that's when I was really into comics, bro. That and again, we had the Marvel Unlimited app a long time ago. So there are some storylines that I was reading back in the day, but I just kind of fell off. I do agree for that. As far as DC, and this one I'm gonna make a note of because I do want to get back into comics and I do want to actually have open mindset on DC, especially since you guys said it's more dark than Marvel. I like stuff like that, like anime wise, kind of stuff like whatever. But continue.
Well, to go off topic real quick,
Go ahead.
just Mark Miller, Nemesis.
Okay.
I see that being an animated show like Invincible.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. But going back to your question with DC Comics, like some of their best stories, at least for me, I really like Superman Doomsday a lot. And that whole series with the rebirth and the black suit, I really like.
They have an animated movie for that too, right?
They do.
Yeah. I 100% watched that. Yeah. 100. Great story.
And just that's I still remember the scene in Superman when like he's like dead and the little girl in the Bugs Bunny sweatshirt crying. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, this hits. So,
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Okay. I don't have any, and we can just pass this around. I don't have any DC storylines. Maybe I would say like Flashpoint, like that. I think that was
There's only
pretty cool.
3. That's what I was like saying.
Yeah,
There's only, like, 3.
That's probably gonna be my number one. But if it's not Civil War, not to copy, it would be the X-Men versus Avengers. Man, I love that storyline. Man, I loved it.
Have you
Like,
ever checked out Jim Lee's X-Men from the 90s?
I
who
don't know.
wrote it?
I wouldn't say if it was a comic, then I probably haven't.
Forget who the writer is, but that 90s series that Jim Lee did the artwork for.
Yeah,
Like all bulky and whatnot and badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That was my favorite.
like with Cable
Wolverine.
and stuff, like those throwback. I remember we had an old school like X Force.
Yeah.
In the 90s, everybody was built like
Yeah,
Brick house.
yeah,
Built like a
dude.
brick house.
Wolverine
Yeah.
was a monster.
Yeah, that's a fact. His chest was a. Yeah, that's a fact. Those are my two. I don't know which one of you guys want to go first.
I'll go. For me, Marvel. I have 2 Marvel storylines that I really. It would be not Secret Invasion, but like the Dark Reign. Right after Secret Invasion, Dark Reign, when Norman Osborn took over Shield and turned it into Hammer.
Yeah.
And
The
we got like
Sentry?
the Dark Avengers,
Yeah.
Dark X-Men.
Dakin was
Bro, and
Wolverine.
even like
Iron
the new
Patriot. That's what they
the
got
Iron
me.
Patriot. Yep.
Listen, even the old like at that time New Avengers comics, it was like the Avengers used to be living in mansions and all this, and now they're living in a broken down whole apartment where no one knows where they are.
Yeah, I love
You
that.
snapped. Dark Reign was fire.
Dark Reign was
Yeah,
fire.
they went from like the penthouse to the outhouse.
Yeah.
Luke Cage is the leader. He's like, yo, what the?
I remember,
fuck is this?
they're having their meetings. Everyone was like,
Yeah.
bro, this is not the shit I
It's
remember.
not shit, bro. Bucky
Fact.
was Captain America. Like, fuck my life.
And I
Ow.
remember when Bucky's storyline, not to cut, the Bucky storyline while that was going on, like his first like mission as Captain America, just his thought process. He's like, bro, Cap would literally calculate every shield throw. Like he's like, this is different for me. I have to get used to it. And I know I don't have the same like oomph like when I throw and when I fight these guys. Like he was a real like
Bro,
you know what I mean?
He was fighting Crossbones, and he's like,
Yeah,
how
Crossbones.
was Steve dealing with
Yes,
this guy?
correct.
Remember when in Dark Avengers, Bullseye was Hawkeye?
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Dagger
Bro.
was Wolverine.
Listen,
Yeah.
Matt Gargan Scorpion was Venom.
Yes,
Eating
yes,
people.
yeah.
Like real deal eating. I'm like, oh my.
You snapped with
God.
Dark
Void
Reign.
was
Dark Reign was
essentially-
crazy.
Yes,
Dark Reign was
it
crazy.
wasn't the real. It was Void. Void was real deal. Like Moonstone was Captain Marvel. Like she was Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And she was like, what am I doing on this team? Like I don't belong here.
So real quick, I know we're running out. Ben, we might 5 over. Cool. What are your stories? Oh no, did you say your DC? Do you have a DC? Like
DC.
Hush. Batman.
So
Hush.
Batman. Yeah. I do remember you reading that. I
Hush.
do remember you reading that.
Hush.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go DC first. I'm gonna go. What was it? Death in the Family.
Oh,
Ooh.
good.
Yeah,
I know, and I don't even. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was Jason, man.
Jason Todd, boy.
Jason Todd, man. I liked him because if I had to look at all the Robins,
Ooh, that's a good question.
I love all the Robins. Like I'm a big Batman and Robin fan. Obviously, Dick Grayson.
He's the best.
He's the best.
It depends what you're looking for.
That's
If you-
true.
For
He's the
hands and the best person, I'm going Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
The best detective is Tim Drake.
Yeah.
If you want something
one.
done, you better go get Damian Wayne
Wait,
with no morals. Go ahead.
nah, I'm going Jason if I want something done.
Nah, Jason eventually was like using like things that don't really
No, but
hurt.
I don't care.
when he was a
Damian
Robin,
was still-
when he
I
was
know, I
Robin,
know.
Batman used to have to like.
Jason
Not the
used
cra-
to,
not the
Jason
cra-
used to get.
Yeah, I know you went that got
Busy.
down. Go ahead.
He just was pure rage. And
That's a
for
fact.
me, I'm an X-Men fan, so House of M.
Yeah, you did mention that. That's
I do
fire.
that. Or when Magneto destroyed all of New York. Ooh.
Hey, shout out
Or well, not Magneto, but
X-Men 90. What is it? 97.
Yeah.
On
don't bring that up. My man Gambit got played.
Oh my God, bro! You want to talk
What a
about
send off.
tearjerker, man? That's crazy. Okay, so we're just gonna have an open forum. There's another thing that you mentioned off topic that I wanted to mention, and I think I wanted to say something about it in the last part or something. But Invincible,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great show.
Ben,
Great ending.
Invincible, stupid, man.
I was waiting
Insane.
on Conquest that whole time.
Yeah.
Conquest.
His speech has been all over TikTok.
Yeah.
All I see is Facebook on Facebook. Whenever I'm on, I just see clips of Invincible, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Who's?" One thing I gotta ask you: who's that little purple kid?
That's his
Oliver.
little brother,
Oliver.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Dude, all I saw was he just got.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I saw that and I was like,
I'm
yo,
like,
this
bro,
he's-
Conquest is so cold.
And then I saw
Yeah.
the one clip of him. Yeah, I gotta watch it because
You have to.
Buddy fucking smashed
yeah.
him with his head, bro.
Yeah.
Buddy smashed him.
Yeah.
So
Smashed him.
But
said-
you know why
Yeah.
Invincible's doing so well?
Yeah.
They're sticking to the script of the comic book.
Exactly.
It's right in front of you.
Yeah. Why cannot Marvel and DC do those things?
Because they think like, well, it'll only attract the comic book audience.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
dumbest
so
thing I've ever
afraid
heard.
of that,
Yeah.
but they don't realize that like if you just attract the comic book art, we have families now.
Yeah.
Like
It's not
we
even
were
just that.
into it because we already knew it. Like most people our age already knew all the material, not all the material, but like who certain characters was. Like you saw Captain America, and you're like, even if you weren't familiar with comics, you knew
Yeah.
that's Captain America.
Yeah, like, but what they don't understand is like, what do they think? Because they throw their little twist on it that people that normally wouldn't go watch or like aren't into comics, that's the reason why they go into the theaters. Like
Yes.
that's
what I'm trying to
That's
figure
not
out.
what happens. Like,
My niece has never said, "Let me go watch Captain Marvel."
yeah,
Never.
yeah, because I hear
None
they
of my
changed the
nieces.
story a little bit, so I'm gonna go check it out now. But if they kept it by the comics,
And those
I'm not going.
stingers have become so bad now.
Yep.
They're actually now becoming what DC used to be. Like when we used to laugh at the DC stingers.
I hate that you say that because I've been feeling that way. Like they're kind of like, not kind of, they're kind of in that, like you can make the same jokes.
No, but DC
It's
still
switching
made first
over.
movie.
Yeah, it's kind of. Well, James Gunn, everyone's super excited about it. The Superman shit looks good. I like it. I like what they're doing, what I see. And let me tell you something. DC has been, they're synonymous with making the best fucking trailers ever, man.
Yeah.
Their trailers,
Their trailers are so good. We
whoever's cutting their fucking trailers,
They
bro.
do the same thing. They play a song
Oh
we like.
my
They
God.
slow it down. They
Yeah.
chop
Like
it up.
this.
They get
This
some
is it.
girls singing in like hauntingly in the background.
Especially them Batman ones. Well, the Batman ones hit.
I was like,
Yeah. We're like, oh, this is the one. Like this.
wasn't
they're
it
finally
Black
gonna get
Hole
it.
Sun? They just slow played Black Hole Sun.
I'll watch any movie where the trailer is Black Hole Sun. All
That
right?
was the New Mutants that played Black Hole Sun.
I know.
It was a good movie. I don't know why you suck
No,
your
I
teeth.
didn't say it. I didn't say it. I can't say nothing.
Okay. Quick debate.
Yeah, go
Worst
ahead.
movies ever.
Madam Web.
Ooh, worst movies ever.
Well, worst comic book movies or worst
Yeah.
movies in general?
No, comic book.
Worst comic book movies.
Comic
Any
book
comic.
movies. I have one. I'm up. Whatever X-Men movie had the stupid Deadpool.
Oh, X-Men Origins.
Yeah. I
didn't
said
like
that.
Did you?
I said that outside.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm not man. Freaking that. Oh my god, I hated everything about it, bro. The whole lab, the X. That. Go ahead. Next. What's you?
I said Madam Web.
Yeah, Madam Web.
Madam
What
was bad.
would you say?
Worst movie.
Worst movie, man, that's tough. I got to go with Madam Web because I remember
It's
when
bad,
reviews
I'm
came
hearing.
out, they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is like a CW show," and I'm like, "Don't you insult the CW?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
CW verse was fire.
Yeah, they do
know
a
what
good
made
job
me
with that.
laugh?
I thought the
was like-
Marvels was pretty shitty.
That was bad. But,
horrible
like,
movie.
Listen, how do you put Sydney Sweeney in a movie?
Yeah,
And it still
yeah.
tanks? That's
I
how you
know.
know it's bad.
Oh, I have something I gotta say. I'm glad okay, bro. Those Shazam movies, bro.
First one was good. Second one was
No,
trash.
no,
I want to
the first
retract
one's
my.
okay.
I want to retract
First one was good.
Shazam, bro. With all the kid, like I didn't know what was going on. If it wasn't the
It's a
first
real
one,
thing.
Curse, I understand it. That movie there was no like anything going on. Like there was no. I didn't feel.
It was a good movie.
No,
Nah,
it was an
bro.
okay
They
movie. It was a
could've
movie
did-
for kids.
Nah, bro.
I actually like the second one.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
And this is why we have these conversations.
Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever it was called. Hated that movie. She threw a lasso around a cloud and jumped from cloud to cloud.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was kind of crazy.
That when I saw that, I literally almost turned the TV off because they streamed it because it was during the pandemic. I was like,
That movie was the downfall of what Gal Gadot.
yeah, she ain't been a good movie since.
No,
My God.
Oh,
Listen.
Aquaman.
Wait,
she
can
got
I
a
ask
star
you?
yesterday
Can I
on
ask
the
you?
Hollywood Walk of Fame, and they booed her.
Oh my God. See what DC's doing to people? Go ahead.
Did you guys like the Thors?
I liked all of them until the last one. They fucked that one up.
You didn't
big
like the
time.
second one. Nobody liked the second
I
one.
didn't like
Dark
the Dark World. I didn't
Nobody
like
liked
the
the
Dark
second
World.
one. Nobody liked the second
Remind
one.
me, who was the main villain for Dark World? That
Exactly.
It was a
was his sister. Was it Hella?
no,
No,
it
that's
was
the
a-
elf.
Okay,
No, it was
okay.
the stone, wasn't it?
That was the elf.
Yeah, it was a dark elf.
Yeah. Oh, it
Oh,
was the
that's
Dark
Ah,
World.
yeah, then, I didn't, then it really wasn't that good.
Even the
I don't
first one
remember,
was
so
okay.
you might be right.
It just was a good
You might be right.
introduction to Thor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's
The
fair.
second one was terrible. The third one was good.
Amazing.
But then we messed up by giving
and
him
Thunder, Love
we
and
messed up by
Thunder.
letting him be funny.
The
Once
laughing
Crims
goats.
Howard thought he was funny,
Man.
I knew that fourth one was going to be terrible. You wasted one of the best actors of our generation on Gore the God Butcher, which is a great story,
the man.
and you decided to make it a comedy. You have a guy named Gore the God Butcher played by Christian Bale, and you
Fuck them for
decided
that.
to make it called Love and Thunder?
And he was supposed to be like, in my opinion, the introduction to Venom, because in the comics, yeah,
Dog.
Man, fuck them for that, man. They you guys listen. Please just watch this episode. We'll send it whoever to the powers at B or whatever that how you say it. Just watch us. Here's the juice. It's gonna work. I promise you.
Christian Bale.
We gotta get
Gore
out of
the
here.
God Butcher. You
Listen,
had it
we have
a
lot-
layup.
We got a lot to say. I mean, Niall, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the, you know what I mean, the energy, because we would love to have you back on here again and have you as a regular guest, because clearly we have a lot of shit to talk about.
yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about.
I love it. I love it.
No, the symbiote. You could
So listen. I want to say this. I want to say this real quick. Niall, on behalf of our sponsor, Odd Parallel Graphics, and the Animanga Junkeez, we wanted to say thank you for pulling up. Again, you were the first guest, and this is a big thing for us. So thank you. We wanted to show you our appreciation.
This is for you.
Holy shit!
Yes, sir.
God.
Yes, sir.
Wow!
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Custom made.
Custom made.
Oh my God!
Custom made.
I love the beard and everything.
Yes,
Isn't that
sir. It's
Oh my-
freaky. That looks like you. It looks like you're about to fly out.
We
He's
all
looking just
signed
like
it.
that.
That's for you.
Oh my God!
Top signatures from the sponsor. They're the ones that are putting all in. I don't know if you're taking a look at our page or anything, but there's a lot of art that they've been doing for us, and you know they wanted to.
I got
put
the
something.
perfect spot for this.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, man. I'm glad we were able to capture the reaction. Show the people, man. Show the people. Tell me that's not spot on. That's my guy.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire, man. That's fire.
That's so good.
I'm glad you
We're
love
happy
it,
you
man.
like it, man.
Yeah,
For
man.
real.
100%. I'm glad we were able to get that.
Just going back to WW84, I reviewed that movie.
Okay.
I got an early screening. They sent me the poster for it and the Blu-ray. I'm taking that poster down and I'm putting this thing up.
That's huge. That's huge,
great.
man. We appreciate that, man. Listen,
Oh my God.
listen. That's what we're here for, man. This is why it's a different podcast we say all the time. Again, truly, no bullshit. We do appreciate your time and being able to chop it up with us, talk a little bit about comics in general, man. So thank you.
Honestly, I feel like a leech. I'm gonna be on your back for a while.
We're gonna talk, bro. You're here, man. And that's the energy we want to, pass around, man. That's what we're here about. Yeah, Animanga Junkeez, but we're geeks at the end of the day, bro. We all like the same stuff, and we'll talk about it, man. Listen, Fred, I'm out.
Casey Silverback, we're out.
I'm Bad Liar, aka Uno. Out.
Yes, sir.
And I'm Niall, Black Superman. And until next time, keep turning those comic book pages.
I love it.
He was
Ooh, I
ready.
love it. Thank you so much for watching Animanga Junkeez. 2 E's, no I. Stay golden.
Yes, sir.